Western Academy exists as a partnership with parents to educate their sons and help them develop into the men they are supposed to become.
Western Academy is a place where people, not just boys, but their teachers, the boys' parents, the staff here, where everyone truly has an opportunity to become a person fully alive.
The night before we came to our tour, my husband asked me, why are we even doing this? It's too far away, it's twice what we're currently paying. And we come and we visit Western Academy, and as we're driving away from our tour, my husband says to me, we need to do whatever it takes to get the boys here. And it's something that I hear from men who visit this campus all the time. I wish I could go back in time and come to school at Western Academy.
When a parent becomes interested in Western Academy, typically they set up a tour, and pulling into campus, they quickly see that things are a little bit different here. They say, what's going on here? And the simple answer to that is boyhood. Boyhood is happening here. And this is really important because boyhood is the necessary precursor to manhood.
It's good for me to be here because it allows me to go outside. Here at Western, they're teaching us to think for ourselves. Freedom helps you grow to make your own decisions and then learn from them.
They marinate in a way in this environment, and so they learn to subject the freedom which we have as human beings to reason. Reason rules the day.
We have a 7th and 8th grader here, and we've been on board from the very beginning. You know, we wanted a school that was an extension of our home. We wanted a place where our children would be seen as the unique individuals that they are, not just seen as a number. We wanted a school that had an integrated education, so one that didn't just focus on the academics or the athletics, but the entire person. Being on the same page with this place that our children spend the majority of their time during the day. It's just been a complete blessing to our family.
Although we do have a lot of freedom, we do actually learn a lot at Western. We learn Latin, we learn language arts, math, literature. We do poems and plays.
My favorite subject is natural history because we study animals, and I really love animals. We have chickens, we have ducks, lizards, we have snakes, we have a bunch of animals.
The teachers, they don't sit in the back of the room and just grade papers. They actually interact with you, and if you need help, you can schedule a time with them.
The personal approach that we have at Western is, I think, the most essential thing that we do here. We keep our class sizes small so that the teachers and the administrators can get to know every single boy.
An authentic teacher, what he wants to do is develop not necessarily a bunch of facts in the child's mind that should be rotely memorized and regurgitated at some point, but rather to unlock and develop the potential for understanding in the boy's mind. His ability to think through a problem.
As the boys see their teachers not as someone who is in this very high role, you have to understand what's in my head, but more as an older brother or an uncle who is leading them, going with them on an adventure. It's come, catch up to me. And that happens in math class, it happens in Latin, it happens in history, literature, PE, field trips. This sense of joining the teachers.
Gabriel Cole, House of the Shell.
The teachers here are phenomenal. They're very good role models to our children. The teachers, being an all-male faculty, really understands and the boys well, how they think and how they feel. They know how to inspire the boys. And one day I dropped off my kids to school very early and they were on their way to the chapel. And I asked them, where are you going? And they said, we're gonna say hi to our Lord. And I mean, as a mother, my heart is so full just to hear that coming from my sons.
We have an advisory program in the middle school. It pairs up each boy in the middle school with an advisor. a faculty member who acts as an older brother for that boy, who meets with him outside of the classroom and helps him grow into a good man. What types of decisions is he making? What types of goals is he setting in his life? We have a personal, dedicated approach to each individual student. That's what makes me most proud, that each boy is known and loved and helped to grow to be a good human being. That's why I do this, because I can see the goodness of each soul, and I want that soul to grow and to be loved and to love others.
It's very important that Western offers Mass every day. In 6th grade, I only went to Mass once a week when I was supposed to, and I really care about my faith very much. But then in 7th grade, I decided to go with my friends to daily Mass every day. It's really the most important part of our life, or it should be. God first, the teachers. They're great role models. They really do a great job to present that and make it a more substantial part of our lives, because everything that we can do, we can then offer up to God to make it a good thing.
You can do it, come on, Jude! Touch the tree, come on!
You can't have a good school without great teachers, and I don't think there was a single teacher I disliked at Western Academy. It's prepared me incredibly well. When you're given the freedoms that they give you at Western Academy, you have to learn how to balance your academics with your athletics, and it's really set me up well for success.
What brings me the most joy is when our alumni come back and they visit, and you see what men they've become. And they sit you down in your office, and this has happened on a number of occasions, and they say, Mr. Aber, I've got to tell you something.
Coming to Western was the greatest thing that possibly could have happened to me, for sure. It impacted my life tremendously and really set me up to go in the right direction in high school and for college. What I love most about Western is the culture they created here, allowing boys to be boys, and the personal relationships that you create with these teachers here. Mr. Aber, Mr. Hoff, Mr. Powers, Mr. Thompson, and they're all people that I just love to see every time I come back.
I had a boy recently tell me, this school has laid the foundation for my life. When I think about what I ought to do and what I ought not to do and what is the right thing to do, I always come back to what I learned here at Western Academy, and I think about these men. And that makes it all worthwhile. Then you realize, okay, human persons, souls have been changed, have been impacted, have grown, and the world's a better place because of it. And it's going to be a multiplying effect, and it becomes worth it.